the Pacific PS Endurance Race Spec League here on Saturday afternoon. We are this week at Sao Paulo in Brazil. Unfortunately, I wasn't here last week, but we are back, me and Ten in the comm box. And how you doing, Ten? You there, Ten?
Yeah, I am here. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I am doing all right. We're at Brazil tonight, so should be a pretty good race. Pretty keen for it. I think your mic is a little bit quiet at the moment, Mr. Blackburn, though.
My microphone. Okay, all right. I will
Yes.
fix that momentarily, and just I'll keep testing the volume levels, and I'll tweak those as we go. But yeah, in Brazil, it's a bit of a long race, good chance of rain, and let's just jump right into it. A bunch of some new faces on the grid, and this grid is still evolving, still changing, still sort of getting set in. But we'll just go through the order for you guys. It's just changed a little bit. Tommy, the first car on track there of Banana Cake Pie in the Mercedes, and there's a Haas just behind him too. But yes, Banana Cake reprising his role in the Mercedes. Then we've got Ventani coming out in the Haas also. And we'll just call out those drivers for you as they come out onto the track.
Yeah, I think your mic's still a little bit quiet.
Me? Okay, alright.
You're very good flick out.
Rectify that. I can't boost myself too much, so I might just turn everything else down a tiny bit.
I was gonna say, because mine's crazy loud compared to yours.
Okie dokie. Strange. Let me just bear with me for a memento. And alright, here we go. I'll just turn myself up a little bit there. Hopefully that has resolved the problem. And yeah, just going through the rest of that grid for you. There's Vision in the Williams again. And who else have we got here? Oops, Banana Cake. You know what? Ten, just take us through a lap with an onboard Banana Cake whilst I just muck around with this audio stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Banana Cake, as we saw going through turns 1, 2 and 3. We're exiting turn 3 here, going on to the DRS straight. Won't see any overtakes here, but we will say a lot of people driving very close to each other. Turn number 4 here, get it curb, very nice there. Into turn number 5. Of course, we have turn number 6 and 7 here. A bit tricky, you can understeer very easily out of it. Banana Cake Pie does not do that at all. Into turn number 8, get the car rotated, don't lock up there. No, turn number 9, get the car rotated back. Relatively high gear, normally you'd think a bit lower, but no, it's actually a bit higher. Turn number 10, get the car rotated again, and takes a very nice turn there. Can understeer very easily through there, and look at that, he gets a bit of oversteer actually through there, and the car turns in too much, and he actually takes the curb and ends up invalidating on that, unfortunately. I feel like that was a bit of a silly invalidation for him, unfortunately, on what looked like was a pretty clean lap.
Yeah, he's still going away though. He's not going to have enough battery to do and just start another lap straight away, so I think he's going to have to recharge on that one. Hopefully he's got enough fuel to keep going. And I wonder if I've got a yellow flag in sector 2. Yeah, traffic's going to be a little bit of a problem around this lap, especially in that middle sector there, the tight and twisty part, encompassed by the 2 straights. As we see a couple of lap times coming in there, Prince just going across the line with a 107.8, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of very competitive times coming in here between some of these guys, especially Prince and Vision, who we saw were very strong last time in quali, or last time when we were here at the opening round in Bahrain.
Yeah, absolutely, and bunch of drivers still out on take at the moment. Who's that? Just finishing a lap. I think that's Jay, or what were we calling him?
Jays.
Jays. Oh, that's what it was. It was Jays, wasn't it? Setting a very nice lap there as well. I'm currently just waiting for Plebs, to be honest, to come out of the pits. He's still in the pits, hasn't come out. Same as Kickbutt Kiwi, and a couple of other drivers having still sitting in the pits and not coming out for a lap yet.
Yeah, only 16 on the grid, unfortunately, today. Missing a few of the boys, but yeah, at least we got a decent showing. There's Ferrari Pro, not in a Ferrari, in an Aston Martin. That's going to take a bit of getting used to, and he's just winding up for a lap now. So we'll stick on board with him and see how that unfolds for him. As their Spicy also jumps in with the time. You've got Prezzo also, I think. No, he's in the pit. Sorry, the other McLaren of Jay's still coming around. But yeah, Ferrari Pro opening a lap now, so we'll ride on board, keep an eye on him, and yeah, like you said, a couple of guys, still a lot of them in the pits, just seeing what's happening. I wonder if we can find out what the weather is like in this session. If there are any drivers watching, that would be amazing to find out what the weather is, as Lane there, who invalidated on his previous lap, is about to come across the line too now.
Yeah, absolutely. Lane, as you mentioned, just finished his lap. He's validated. So coming straight into the pits. Ferrari Pro's lap looking a lot cleaner than what his last lap was, though. Although Sector 1 didn't seem like he improved all that much time on his first sector. So his first sector was good last time. It was his second sector that poured him down. We're about to come into the next sector split. Oh, spun car there as well. And he is, yeah, well and truly ahead of his time, as you should expect. Now we come into this DRS zone on this back straight, see plenty of overtaking here, and I'm sure a lot of people are running a very fast straight line speed setup here, as Ferrari Pro finished his lap going P2 with a 107.985. So provisional P2 for Ferrari Pro, very nice lap there.
That is a front row lockout for the Aston Martins currently, so good showing by them. Unfortunately, the two Red Bulls down right at the bottom. Bags is about to open up on his lap here, and he's definitely going to want to finish better. But yeah, it's definitely going to be about, you know, what setups they're running, how low they're going to go on the wings, because you definitely want to go as low as possible for that huge back straight, and to increase the overtaking opportunities. Another one down here. And yeah, a couple of DRS zones make for some good overtaking opportunities, I should say. But yeah, let's see how Bags' lap here turns out a little bit wide coming out of that section there. But this is where the downforce plays a key part. A little bit of sliding going on through that corner, as I'm sure these guys have trimmed away that downforce here, and this makes it very tricky around the middle sector of the lap, giving it hooked up, and also on the traction coming out of the corners with the yeah, limited downforce, as we said before.
Yeah, absolutely, but still looking pretty neat and clean, and for a first lap attempt here at the moment, it's pretty clean. Of course, look at the ERS that gets used in just one lap around here. You absolutely drain ERS around here, so you can only do one lap with that, and before you have to do a cool down. But the first lap that he's done on it is very, very nice with the 108.6, putting him a provisional P6 at the moment.
Did you turn yourself down? You suddenly seem to be very quiet. Or is that just me?
I haven't turned myself down.
Okay, maybe I just rolled my volume. Fair enough. Plevs in the chat says dry. Okay, so that is going to make for some exciting racing. No weather going to be interrupting us today, so I think that'll be good proof for a solid race from these guys.
Well, yeah, dry. Well, it should be pretty easy, I would have thought. Pretty open circuit as well, so we shouldn't see too many safety cars, but you know, they can happen, and if they do happen, it's going to throw strategy out the wall, as yet we only get one pair of hards and one pair of mediums for the race, so we don't get many tyres at all. I really wish we had another pair of mediums at least, but yeah, oh well, not much we can do about it. So yeah, tricky strategy calls if we do get a safety car.
That is some fighting words from Ferrari Pro in the chat. Him and Prince got a front row lockout last week in Mexico, apparently, in qualifying. So they'll be looking to repeat that, but it's very, very close at the top there. Vision just pipping them for pole, less than 1/10 ahead of Prince there. And Kickbutt Kiwi just opening up on a lap now. We've got under 10 minutes to go in this session. So plenty of time for those guys who haven't got out and set lap yet. One of those being Plebs, who, just as I speak, is leaving the garage.
Yeah, Banana Cake Pie finally coming into the pits after doing 5 laps on those soft tyres. Maybe he hasn't done any warm-up or anything, so he's decided to just, you know, get out, do some laps. But yes, Banana Cake Pie not sitting in the worst position ever, but yeah, some fresh tyres, little less fuel, I'm sure he can improve.
Yeah, he likes doing that, doesn't he? Just jumping straight into it. None of this messing around beforehand. Just get down, get stuck in, and do the deed.
Yeah. Oh my! I can't even remember what we were calling it. I got a short-term memory loss, mate.
What? Jay's there.
Jay's, yes.
Putting in a P1.
I did. The same stuff happened last season with me, didn't it? No, Jay's setting a very, very nice lap as well there, and sitting provisional P1 at the moment.
Kiwi, Batacrum across the line now in that Scarlet Ferrari, puts it only in P12. I'm sure he's going to be wanting to be improving that with a 109.7. Bit of a gap between the cars in front, but very close between Andre and Ghost Rider there. P11 and P12. It's going to be a solid fight between those guys. Let's keep an eye on Plaves actually on his. Let's talk about him for a little bit on his outlap. What can he do today? Now the Aston Martins have dropped down to the second row. They've got a second row lockout, and I think they're wanting to work on that front row lockout. They'll be wanting to do that, repeat that from last week. But what has Plevs got to say about it? He's the only one now who doesn't have a lap time on the board, leaving it till late.
Yeah, I wonder if he's had a look at the weather and seen that the track was actually going to get a bit better throughout the session, decided to leave all these runs till later. It's looking like a very clean lap at the moment, though, as I haven't seen any mistakes at all yet, and he's just kind of cruising, shifting down to fourth there, touching the curb, gets the car rotated beautifully, no oversteer, no understeer. The car set up on that car at the moment looks fantastic, taking the curb there as well, and I think this is actually going to be a real nice lap here from Plebs, as it was just a very, very clean lap. And it's actually pretty good. It puts him provisional P6 with a 108 flat.
Yeah, just
so
2/10.
Yeah, 2/10 off of the pole time at the moment. So this grid looking extremely competitive at the moment.
Puts it ahead of his teammate. A bit of a gap there between P6 and P7. But yeah, those guys will be lining up behind each other on the grid as it stands. Vision now coming out for a lap. We've got the Aston Martins also running around. They're going to be looking to improve it. Yeah, it's very close at the top here. A bit of a spread as we go back, but then the mid-pack also tightens up, so it's all to play for that at least that top 10 position there. Just an extra 10th can either way can really make the difference on the grid here. And it's a short dash down to turn 1 too.
Yeah, very, very short dash, and it's actually pretty open going into the corner, so we could see a lot of dive bombs going down the inside, outside. But then it tightens, of course, through those next corners. Prince OK improving his lap by 2/10 there as well, so Plant puts in provisional P1. Now he just needs his teammate, a Ferrari Pro, to finish off a good lap here, as he is finishing a lap here. He's coming behind a McLaren, not too sure who that is. I believe that might be Prezzo. He finishes the lap and bang, they got their 1-2 at the moment again. Same order as well with Prince and Ferrari still behind him, unfortunately. I'm sure he'd like to be the one that's in front, but who knows? They've still got enough time to set another lap as well.
Yeah, I was trying to see that. We just lost it just around this part of the track. We just lost that other Ferrari, I think on the exit on that curb there. Very easy to do. Just using a little bit too much of the curb is Daniel. He's gone around and binned it, unfortunately. So that's his qualifying over. P6 at the moment, so not too shabby at all. Banana Cake there, up in P5 as well. It does seem like the track is improving, and everyone's setting in more and more competitive times. As Ghost Rider, who's invalidated that previous lap, he's just starting a new lap. He wants to see himself move up further. That grid has gotten really wide into turn 1. It's not going to do him any favours, but he gets a nice exit out of turn 2. On to the first DRS section of the lap, heading down into turn 4 now, braking late where that tarmac is on the right hand side. Get it hooked up a little bit, getting a little bit wide as well. Maybe he's just struggling a little bit with the turn in. This is the tricky part of the lap here through this tight and twisty section. Hard to get on the power. He's wide a little bit, I feel like, there as well, and here as well. Not really finding a lot of the apexes. I think probably a feature of running such a low downforce on his car. How does he go through? Finally gets the car hooked up nicely, and plenty of that. Don't go too much on that exit curb there, as it can unsettle the car. This is an all-important corner here. Nicely on that curb and the exit 2 here, and he's going to carry all that speed up the hill, over the brow, through turns 14 and 15. Not much of a turn. Keeps it nice and tight on the inside, right up to the line. What's it going to be for Ghost Rider? And doesn't improve, unfortunately for him. Still in P15.
Yeah, absolutely. Vision was on a lap there, but unfortunately he had a couple of moments and was plus 4 seconds in the end of Sector 2, so decided to pull into the pit. The only other person who's currently on a lap is Master Jedi.
Yeah, I think he's gonna... His energy levels are looking super low at the moment, so... Yeah, hopefully he was a late jump in today, but it's good to see him on the grid. I think this is, well, I believe this is his first time here at Endurance, or it's first time with us commentating, so that'll do as first time. What can he do today? Master Jedi OCE. I wonder which Jedi he's referring to.
Yeah, that's always the question. I'm not the biggest Star Wars maniac though. I got no clue about half the stuff. I haven't watched like all. I don't think I've actually watched a full Star Wars movie fully.
I'm a pretty big Star Wars nerd, if I say so myself. He's run out of energy across the line, so he's not going to be going anywhere. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be him done, really. I don't think he's going to have enough time to come back around. And I feel like we're going to start to see a busy track as the guys coming out for their final runs now. It's a short lap, so you can come out pretty late. Jays is going to be the first one to start that lap here in the McLaren. Where can he go from here? It's 2/10 between him and Prince. Has he got it in him to make up that gap? He's already down to 60% battery, which is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah,
I mean, he forgot to turn it off.
That's the straight.
Yeah,
it's just the straight that uses it all. But I'm sure he'll have enough for this lap. He's come out though at an interesting time. He only has one car in front of him. Luckily, hopefully they get out of the way as they are heavy on the brakes. Oh. He's abandoned it.
Yeah, he's abandoned his lap. He abandoned it coming out of turn 3. I'm not sure why. But yeah, so that potentially could be him done unless he's got enough fuel to go again. A bit of a shock for him. Everybody else on their outlaps. Who else have we got going around? Andre?
Yes. Is currently starting a lap, and these turn 1, 2, and 3 looking very, very clean. He doesn't really have any traffic ahead that he's gonna have to deal with on this lap. Doesn't touch that inside curb there at all, but still fully on the power coming through, of course, into this fun little corner. Turn 6 and 7, get the car rotated, gets a little bit of understeer, doesn't really get that first corner hooked up, and yeah, invalidates, goes a bit wide, as I thought he was just a little bit far out going into that. So invalidation there for Andre, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a shame for him. It's so congested around the last part of this lap. I was watching as we were watching on board there with Andre. There was just yellow flags in the final sector, cars everywhere fighting for a spot. And look at that, Prince is right on the side of the track as he opens up his lap here. And gets that nicely hooked up. Careful not to invalidate here. So easy to do. And he's got provisional pole at the minute, but I'm sure he's going to be looking at improving upon that as the guys coming around the lap now. Everybody on that flying lap. There's a Red Bull parked up down at turn 1 and 2. I think that's Lane. I think he's no, that was in the pit lane. I think it was Bags that's gone around to the other Red Bull. Lane's done and dusted, retired in the pit lane, so his qualifying is over. P14 for him, barring any improvements. Well, I don't think we're going to see improvements on Ghost Rider or Jedi. They're done as well. So the back of the grid's sorted. Bit squirrely coming out through that section there from Prince. And, yeah.
Ooh. I'm just watching all the sector splits. Currently, Vision's 1/10 ahead, and Prince is almost 2/10 ahead. Jays, I didn't expect him, but yeah, he has been contending up there very nicely, but I would presume that Prince is going to take this here, as his lap seemed mighty quick, yes.
Yep. And Vision popped it ahead of Jays as well. Ferrari Pro in P4, not the front row lockout that he was looking for. Some big improvements at the end there. What can Banana Cake Pie do? He's coming round at the final section now on the straight, flying down, and he's in the pits. I think he's abandoned that, yes, I thought. And there's Plebs as well. He's invalidated, so he's done.
Whoa.
What was that there?
His car seemed to clip the wall as he went into the pits after the pit line, so he's got taken over by the AI, hit the wall and the car exploded.
And that is a way to finish off that session with a bang there. Prince there, putting in a very fine lap there, holding on to that pole position. Vision taking P2 in the Williams, and Jay's in the McLaren there, finishing off the top 3 for today in the second row there, also alongside Jay's Ferrari Pro. Very close to the top there. Very close in the middle. Look at that. 5 cars within 1/10 there. So tight between Spicy, Banana Cake, Daniel, Prezzo, and Plebs. So very tight. I don't think I've seen such a grouping like that before.
Yeah, well, hopefully it will be a very exciting race, and they'll all be able to stick together. And but of course it is an endurance race, so we're doing the 100% race distance, which means that it will probably gap open eventually, and yeah, who knows? But of course, fatigue pops in, and we get some late safety cars pretty often, so we might see that, and then the back will get bunched up again.
Yes, exactly that. No weather to speak of unless the game decides to throw us a curveball, and yeah, it's there's a good bit of resting time on this lap. There's that very, very long straight. You can sort of have a little bit of a recuperation, but it's all full concentration through that middle part of the lap, and it's so very easy to lose it on a curb. I think there's a lot of places to invalidate as well and pick up some penalties. So definitely, I expect to see those playing a part in this race, along with the aforementioned safety cars you were saying.
Yeah, absolutely, and oh mate, this should be a good race. I'm actually relatively keen for this. Of course, we're at Brazil, so oh, it actually looks a little dark though. Of course,
yeah, a bit overcast.
we were told dry, but that means they might be able to run a little bit more pressure in their tyres. As of course, you do have to run very low pressures in this game at the moment, as you will overheat. But yeah, since it's a bit more overcast, maybe 1 or 2 clicks up.
Yeah, unfortunately, we lost that strategy play with the new game, with the tyres that it gives you. I mean, maybe one or two of the guys will have saved a spare set of softs. That would be a smart thing to do, which I think they did back in Bahrain, you know, sort of not that they really needed them, but you never know around here. You never know. So, the grid for today, here we are. I don't know, it half changes some of my stuff.
Half decently interesting here with the tyre choices.
Yeah, so Prince in the Aston Martin there, P1, starting alongside him will be Vision in that Williams. Jays and Ferrari Pro on the second row of the grid, all on medium tyres. Then, interestingly enough, Spicy and Banana Cake on the hard tyres. I wasn't expecting that at all. So, yeah, that's definitely one to keep an eye on them. They might struggle a little bit on the start there. The Ferrari of Daniel in P7, Prezzo in the other McLaren, and finally Plevs and Andre rounding off the top 10 on those mediums. Then we see Bags also choosing to go with that hard tyre, starting a little bit down, so be playing the long game with him. Ben Taney on the medium tyres, and then Kickbutt Kiwi on the softs, Lane on the hards, and then soft for Ghost Rider and Master Jedi. So there's just there's a really big mix of tyre choices going on here.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm quite keen to see how far these softs can actually go, and if they're going to be viable enough to do maybe, who knows, maybe they're going to go a fair way and they're going to be able to do a soft hard, which could be pretty advantageous for those guys.
Yeah, well, with the lower temperatures, you never know. That is very close to the back of Vision there, Jays, as the Prince is backing up the pack now. That's not going to do any favours to the hard runners, who are going to struggle probably already to get tyre temperature. And you can see there on the steering wheel, I see a lot of 70s for Spicy. And 60s for Banana Cake. That is going to be struggle town for them off the start. And I think, yeah, definitely keeping your eye on those hard-tired dudes. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on the hard tyre on cold tyres at the start of the race. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. Yeah, cold
especially
tyres,
this grid is all uphill as well, making that traction off the line a bit more difficult. Just adding another factor in there. As the final car is coming into the grid spot now. 5 lights. And off they go, but there's a jump start for Jays and Vision. I think that has been an absolute unideal way to get us. There's a Spicy round the outside doing an excellent job there coming into the section, but the McLaren of Jays has gone completely wide and missed the corner. And I think the rest of them get through pretty cleanly there as we ride on ball with Daniel. The other two sprints there, retaking the lead, and gets away clean. What happened there with the jump starts there from those guys?
Oh, I didn't see it, but they've gone too early. Unfortunately, gotten a drive-through penalty straight away, and then not only that, they've had a horrible race start and somehow managed at the end to be back at the rear of the grid. So.
Yeah, Prezzo's looking around the outside of Banana Cake into the middle part of the lap. Can he hold on to it? I think he's going to have that extra grip on the medium tyre. Banana Cake's going to fight it up the inside. It's going to turn into the inside here. Round the outside for Prezzo, and it's going to be tricky, but Banana Cake leaves him plenty of space, and that's just opened it up for Prezzo. He's going to have the inside down into this final corner, and through he goes, I would imagine. Yep, squeezes Banana Cake Pie, retakes that position back up to P4 after that disastrous start for him. But Spicy on that hard tyre, getting a great run, but Prince is absolutely gone.
Yeah, we got 2x2 here going as Ferrari Pro up the inside here of Spicy. Ferrari Pro making that move super easy. Banana Cake Pie having another look here at Prezzo. Had a look up the inside, but Prezzo managed to hold that off very nicely. Is Banana Cake Pie going to have another go? Is Spicy going to have a go at Ferrari Pro? These are the questions that we ask. But yes, it's both drivers having a bit of a look, but none of them going for a move. But who is going for a move? Oh, for a second there, I thought Daniel was going around the outside of Banana Cake Pie.
Yeah, there's Plebs sneaking down the inside too. I think Daniel's put off a little bit through that section.
Banana makes a little dive there on Prezzo as well, puts him out of position. I don't think there was any contacts. Oh, Prezzo having a bit of a wiggle as well. Banana goes down the inside. We've got 2x2 here. Prezzo backs out and he's tagged by Plebs. Oh, that is a shame. 2x2 and then Prezzo backs out and Plebs just didn't have anywhere to go, unfortunately, and accidentally tagged it.
Yeah, I was a bit worried there seeing 2x2 going into that 4 cars, just a grid that block there, and unfortunately Plebs has come off for the worst out of that. Daniel's looking for a move on the hard runner Banana Cake. Those two hard runners actually having a great start, same along with the soft runners. Pretty decent start there, making up places on the starts. DRS gets enabled. They're side by side, leaving each other plenty of space, which is good to see, but finally Daniel gets through. I think he's going to... No, not the DRS yet, as the detection line was just before. But yeah, Daniel's making it through, so good start from him in the Ferrari there, up into P4. And yeah, the hard runners, I'm amazed at how well they went through there.
Yeah, they've done extremely well. Maybe the hard tyre is the preferred tyre around this circuit. Of course, we've got Vision boxing now. No front wing change, but putting the hard tyres on.
Yeah, those guys with the drive-through, an absolute disaster of a start from them. And Banana Cake is still looking at Tanner, trying to go around the outside, almost on the grass. And he's really feisty today, isn't he?
Absolutely, but when isn't Banana Cake feisty, though?
Yeah, he's great to watch. Not ideal from Jays in the chat here.
Ghost Rider having a trip through the grass as well. A bit of a spin. Don't know how he's ended up. And of course, Prezzo also just having a trip there behind him. There? Yeah, I'm a bit confused. Someone spilled some oil on the circuit or something. Everybody's going.
Yeah, Ventani on the back of this little train here, led by Daniel. And he had a also great start, up 6 positions there. So good from him. What's happened to Master Jedi? He's had a whoopsie down in turn 1, I think. Master
Jedi in both lane going very deep into turn 1 by the looks. I didn't actually see it, but both cars off the circuit there at one stage at turn 1. So it was a bit interesting. He missed it, unfortunately, but wonder what happened there. Wonder if there was some contact between the two, and that's why they both got sent off.
Yeah, let's see if I caught that moment there with Plebs. Go back to that and see if we got that. I think, yes, I did catch that. That is there. You can see Plebs just going a little bit too deep by the looks of it into the back of Prezzo. From that angle, that's what it seemed like anyways. I
don't think Plebs did anything wrong there. He was taking the corner normally. He was side by side. He gave the room on the outside. It's just Prezzo was backing out of the battle that he was having, and it just meant he was a bit harder on the brakes, a bit kind of stopped on the apex because he was backing out of it. And yeah, unfortunately that's what happened. But we
Called
got
out.
Ventani having a look here on Banana Cake Pie around the outside. It doesn't look like it might stick, but Banana Cake still leaves him enough room. They get very close there for a second, but no touching. Of course, he will still have DRS. He's using all of his ERS as well. Looking down the inside, Banana Cake Pie squeezing him right to the inside, but he comes back. They touch. Oh, Banana Cake Pie's off straight. He's gone off straight. He's in the gravel. They've tagged there, and yeah, he's taking the route back to the circuit.
Oh, that's a kick in the teeth there. 10 seconds.
Yes.
That hopefully he can get that one removed, because that's a bit excessive for taking the escape road.
I'm very confused on how he got a corner cutting penalty there. Like, what time gain did he get there?
The corner was not cut, the corner was extended, if anything.
Yeah, I don't know, but
yep.
Prezzo having trips through turn 1 and 2 as well, having a bit of a spinella, but is still running, which is good
all
to
16 are still running, so it's good to
Plebs going to be looking for a move on Ventani here, looking around the outside, has got DRS, not using any ERS, although he does have a fair bit of it. Looks like this move might be done, but no, Ventani's still sticking his nose in, but Plebs managing it well. Is Ventani going to have another crack at him back here, as Ventani will be the one that has DRS. He's pretty far back at the moment, not using any ERS. I don't think he's going to be able to catch him in time here, unfortunately.
Didn't really catch him at all, did he?
No, not at all.
Bit of setup difference, I think, there. That Alfa Romeo maybe has trimmed a lot of the wing away, because and maybe the Haas is a bit too draggy on the straight. See how he catches up, if he catches up to him through the middle sector, indicative of his downforce levels. What's that?
What a great camera this game's giving me. Watching Bags in the pit lane, and it's a wobbly camera in the pit. It's just looking down the pit lane. You can't see anything. And turns, and it's just looking at a wall for 10 seconds.
Yeah. Not a very good producer with us today in the camera department. Yeah, this race settling down a little bit. Ferrari Pros closed down a little bit to Prince. Those guys back in P1 and P2. Aston Martin looking very strong in the race today. They managed to escape at the front there. Let's, whilst we have we'll just keep an eye on this Ventani for one moment. And he's using all of his battery to try and stay with Plebs, and it's just not working at all.
It's already empty.
Yeah.
He's already under 10% here. We're only 7 laps in. I feel like that just shows how quick and easy it is to burn here. But he hasn't really been gaining any back either. So he's going to be in struggle street unless if he pits, gets some back. He's in struggle street.
I like
unless
that.
He pits. Or oh, he loses the rear end too. No, he's gone around. He's facing the wall.
I don't think he took any damage though.
No, he hasn't touched it. He hasn't touched the wall.
It's a 20-point turn.
Is he able to get back on the circuit? Quick, get a flick spin. Make sure that you don't get driving backwards. Okay, well, he's managed to keep it going. I was a little bit concerned there that he was going to get beached there for a second.
He's not too far off the pack either.
Struggle Street's gotten worse.
Struggle Street. I like it. I like it.
Who's this? Jays is going to be looking on a move on Ghost Rider here. Got the DRS, not using any ERS, going for a look around the outside. Looks like Ghost Rider's going to concede this one nice and easily, as he doesn't really want to fight. It gets super close to the rear of him there, but I mean, they don't touch, so still good.
Yeah, that was almost missed that braking zone, but yeah, just manages to get the car arrested before piling into the back of the McLaren, and on they go. Neither of them were using the battery, and they've got a lot of it as well. So that's quite interesting to see.
I think that's what the main game at the moment is actually you got to really manage it. You got to micromanage it and make sure that you don't absolutely burn it all. Because if you do get super low, you're gonna really struggle, and yeah, you're not gonna have the speed on the straights at all.
Do wonder how the softs will fare as well through. There's still all the guys still on what's happened here.
Ventani having another spin.
Dear.
Damn. Those tyres just maybe they're I was gonna say, as soon as I feel like you get a bit of a large difference between, oh, he's gone again. A bit of a large difference in the percentage of wear from the front and the rears. The rears just let go too easy then, and I reckon that's what's happening.
Take it easy, just let them cool down and reset maybe, and then onwards. It's not over yet, of course. He's getting a little bit close to being lapped, but just one safety car, and that puts him back into play. Is there Master Jedi picking up the first penalty of the day? We won't count banana cakes. Bags there showing he's got the pace with their fastest lap, 11.7 on the medium tyre. But pretty much just this battle here for P6 with Andre, who's following Cakebutt Kiwi, and going back to the energy levels. I mean, is he just sitting behind Cakebutt at the moment, harvesting energy by the looks of it? We'll have a look what happens down in the straight here, but I reckon he's using Kickbutt a little bit there.
Yeah, I think that's a smart, very, very smart play. Just sit behind, let the guy in front burn it all. You just save. As soon as you see that light flashing, send it. You'll get in front and you'll have way more than them. There's that light flashing there as well, just at the end. And I'm sure that's going to be a little bit of an indication for Andre. Is he going to use it out of this corner turn number 3? Gets a bit of a wiggle. That was a very weird one. Yeah, managing to keep the car steady, using a bit of urge to try and make sure that he stays within that 1 second.
Yeah, he had to get out of the throttle there, but keeps it going. For iPro, just closing that gap down to the lead a little bit. They're sort of toying within that 1.5 second gap, but that's all they need to do really at this stage, is just keep it clean. And that's that Ventani again, just come out with a soft tyre as well. He's been in the pits, so maybe they're not up to temperature yet. I wonder what's going on with the lad.
Yeah, Ventani not having a good time at all, unfortunately, and yeah, I'm wondering if maybe he's got some setup issues. Who's that? There's another spun car. Who's that?
It's Daniel.
Daniel. Oh no, he was running in such a good position.
He's still in there. He's still in there though. He recovered very nicely.
Right, a couple of positions lost, a bit of time lost. That's gonna hinder him.
Yeah, so it's a long race. Whilst we've got a lull for a second, let's take a look at that incident again. You want to have a very close look at this one. From the start, that's what happened to Plebs.
Yeah, I mean, he left plenty of room for the car on the outside, Plebs, and it's just gotten unlucky with Prezzo just pulling up a lot more than what he wanted. Yeah,
we don't really, unfortunately, having a better angle for you guys, but that's all we got. And yeah, it does seem like just caught out maybe by the slower moving McLaren in front and just gone into the back of him. Feels like an unforced error to me. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see any reports after the race. And Banana Cake here right on the back of Master Jedi, and he seems to have caught it to him very quickly. After that previous incident there, Prince showing he's got the pace at the moment with 11.6, a couple of tenths quicker than the previous one made by Bags on that medium tyre, as Master Jedi goes wide coming out of the final corner. Bit of sunshine peeking through the clouds as they run up the hill, and Banana Cake also one of those guys who's got lots of energy. Master Jedi running super wide there, and he's using up the juice. And I think Banana Cake's just being a little bit patient, also saving that energy up. A couple of the guys being smart there with their deployment strategies.
Yeah, absolutely. Will we see him deploy out of here? He isn't touching it. I think he's looking at it and just thinking, I'm too far back to even attempt to move here. May as well save it. So, but he's going to close right up here. Is he going to have a look through this part of the track? Could definitely burn here and look for a move, but deciding to stay behind. Who knows? Maybe a position chance to get this position as he dives down the inside. We saw him make a move like that before, and he's done it again. Late on the brakes, just catching him out, and yeah, well, he's got the move, a little bit of contact, but I think it's all right. Who's that? Is that Daniels around again? Yes, Daniels is around again. No. Oh, that is a shame. That is the same spot as well, so he's lost out.
Rejoin.
Pretty bad. Yeah, there's going to be some cars right on the rear here. He loses the rear end, and that could have ended very bad there.
It seems to be as soon as you get a little bit of...
another car. Prezzo's gone, and I think Daniel's just spun again then, didn't he?
No, he's just struggling with grip. I think you get off onto the grass, and it's so hard to get the grip back on his Ventani. He's gone straight at turn 1, I think.
Yeah.
Who's coming on? Who have we got coming around now? I think it's Ghost Rider.
How's that happen?
Sure.
Wonder if he retired on circuit and that's where the AI parked it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it just seems once you go off the track onto the grass, you just lose all grip completely, and just really struggling to get the tyres back, either up to temperature or just, I don't know.
Yeah, everyone who's gone off at the moment is just absolute horrendous time with their tyres. So it looks like main key is actually to stay off that grass. That maybe the grass has got some curse on it or something. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the grass is actually just razor blades and it shreds your tyres on you.
Yeah, maybe. Master Jedi looks like he's really struggling on those soft tyres at the moment. He's just going backwards at the minute. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be coming in this lap or the next lap. Jay's looking for a move on the outside. Should be pretty straightforward. And yeah, there we go. Master Jedi confirmed they're into the pit lane. Boxing. Be surprised if he puts in a... I wonder if those hard tyres can go to the end.
Doesn't he? May as well send it, see how far they go. Oh, another set of softs. I mean, maybe he's going for a what? Soft medium?
They won't be new though, I would imagine, that soft tyre.
Yeah, me too. Bit interesting, but yeah, another set of softs there for Master Jedi. No front wing change either, so obviously get that nice and clean.
Well, anything can happen, so we'll see how that plays out for him. As a Prezzo, they're picking up a penalty as well. And there's a little pack going on here with Andre Lane and Banana Cake Pie, both Lane and Banana Cake on the hard tyre. And it does seem like the hard tyre is starting to come into its own currently. Though those boys up front are just disappearing up the road, aren't they?
Yeah, those boys up front are doing very, very well. Although, yeah, for Approach is not managing to catch Prince, really. He's still sitting about 1.4 away, and I don't know, hopefully that gap will close and we'll actually see a battle for the lead, and maybe no team orders, but I don't know. Maybe these boys are in communication. They're planning on trying to take this championship super easily.
Yeah, Jay's on the back of this group, plenty of energy. And it seems there's less and less energy the closer you go to the front of this pack. Which is unsurprising. And what I was going to say about that early move, Banana Cake there, was a bit risky going up the hill here into turn 6. It's narrow, high-speed corner, very easy to get it wrong. And yeah, I think you thought better of that and then took the dive down the inside here. It was a great move, great aggressive move from Banana Cake once again.
Yeah, absolutely. Banana Cake is obviously being pretty aggressive tonight. I think the incident that we saw before was between Jays and Banana, wasn't it? So...
Oh, yes, the reason that Banana Cake is down where he is.
Yeah, so I wonder if we're going to see a bit more aggressiveness between each other, as Banana does get a bit of a not good exit as he loses the rear end a little bit. Jay is right behind him, spun car of Prezzo. Jay is going to have a look up the inside here. Does go for it. Is getting very close there for a second, but braking late. Banana Cake Pie looking for the switchback. They're still side by side. Banana Cake Pie got the inside here. I think Banana Cake Pie is the one that's going to get DRS. No, they both get DRS as they both are still within that car length. Jay's going to send it up the inside here. He has a look, bracks out of it, and oh, that's a bit scary, I must admit. But I mean, the other two are also closed up together, so this pack getting closer together again.
Well, whilst they're doing, let's just take this quick look at this replay of the move of Banana Cake on Master Jedi earlier, that late dive down the inside, because I want to save up another replay. I want to get a look at that lovely dive down the inside, gets the job done. Action here currently, and I think it's going to be take 2 down the straight now. Can Andre survive?
Yeah, that is the big question. Ooh, Banana Cake Pie going wide and then getting very close to the back of Jay's there, but yeah, managing to keep the car going. Of course, Andre, no DRS here. Is Lane going to use ERS? He is not using ERS at the moment. Banana Cake Pie not really using it. No one's really using ERS. They're kind of just sitting and saving at the moment. Banana kick but Kiwi into the pits as well, getting off those soft tyres, putting on a fresh pair of mediums.
Yeah, we also saw URL Ghost Rider do the same thing onto the medium tyre. And opening up the sort of second phase of this race as Jays has a little bit of a look there ahead at Lane. But they're not quite close enough. Yeah, just wonder if they thought, okay, we'll recharge this lap, sort of recover a little bit, and then...
yeah. Well, overall, they're all way lower, aren't they? Spun car there. Who is that? I believe that's Vision. No. Master Jedi.
Master Jedi.
No.
Oh, that's the
having more issues on those softs.
Yeah, I reckon they were used, those softs, and that little bit of damage is done to them has probably ruined them. Oh, there's Lane gone wide into the final turn. Jay's getting a great run. I think Lane almost just gave up that position there when he saw the run that Jay's had on him. And he's really lost a lot of speed here as Banana Cake just closes up to the back of these guys now and just ran out of time and room. There's a McLaren that is not really moving on the middle part of the lap. I'd imagine that's Prezzo there. Oh, Banana Cake really all over the gearbox of Lane Everingham there. It goes a little bit wide coming in. That's a terrible camera angle. Thank you, game. And there's a little bit of luck, bit of cleaner. Now, he committed that time, did Banana Cake. Look how much battery he used through that section there. Yeah. Lane, I think, still playing the patient game. Look, he's the one now with the upper hand, potentially, with the battery. Yeah,
absolutely. It's a bit of a game of who uses their battery when and all that. But yes, this pack even closer than we have seen it before. So who knows? We might see a couple more shifty moves as we do slowly but surely get back to that back to that DRS straight.
Well, Andre's doing a good job of surviving out the front there. I thought he would have been hunted down a lot quicker, but the boys just squabbling amongst themselves. I think Jay's with the pace at the moment, and Lane's gone wide again, coming up the hill. And Jay's is very close. Who do we watch here?
Bit of both, isn't it, at the moment? Jay is going to be making this move here on Andre around the outside, gets the move done. Banana Cake Pie up the inside of Lane, gets that move done as well. But are we going to see Andre fight this back as he is still very close to Jades? He's going to get the DRS. Is he going to sit in the slipstream? No, he doesn't. Not using any ERS, so I think he's just going to stay behind. I think everyone's just going to stay where they are at the moment.
2 moves for the price of 1 right there. And that was a pretty beautiful move there from both of the drivers there in synchronization as Andre on that curb. Oh, what a catch!
Oh, I thought that would have been the end for him there, but no, catching it very nicely. Now he's got to really focus, make sure he doesn't make any more mistakes and stay within that second so that he can keep getting that DRS.
Yeah, maybe stun those mediums, maybe just starting to get a little bit cooked after the battle. And Lane, who's just played the patient game, has come out pretty good here. Jays has done an excellent job also breaking out of the pack now, and that's going to put Banana Cake under pressure as he's going to be effectively the lead car in this group. He's tried to use his battery, I think, to escape the DRS, and it's not worked. But, yeah, I think Lane once again potentially with the upper hand in this pack here with the most battery, and yeah, see if he can't make some ground out of this one.
Yeah,
McLaren round.
I think he's just letting lapped cars through. Well, cars that are on the lead lap through.
Yep. Good battles indeed, Buster here. Let's take a look at this replay. Wait for him to get through the rest of the part of the lap. The double move here, look at that shot there. Both cars side by side up the straight. 1 through the McLaren, 2 through Banana Cake in the Mercedes.
Yeah, it's pretty easily done by them both, but very, very clean, and well, there was no big mess out of it, so that was good to see.
Yeah, I might clip that one for later. That was a pretty satisfying little...
Oh, well, it was good camera as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not
once the game.
Let us choose the cameras, please. Oh, man, there's so many things I'd love this game to have, but that's never going to happen.
No. Gaps have opened up now. It's about a second between the boys, and that's going to... bit of an issue, I think, going to be for Lane if he cannot keep within this. He just jumped within the second gap there, but at the wrong part of the lap. I think he's done it again. I think he just missed out on that we'll see here if it opens. I don't think he... Nope, he did. He made it. Got the DRS just. Another battle here. Vision and Bags. Different tyres. Hard versus the medium. A little bit older as Visions. But he seems to have the upper hand with the pace at the moment between the two drivers. So just we'll keep an eye on that one as well.
Yeah, Ghost Rider coming into the pit as well to get off those tyres. Who is that? I think that's Prezzo having a trip through the grass as well himself.
Ghost Rider has pit and quit, unfortunately, and we frown upon that very heavily here. No pitting and quitting. He just put on the medium tyre just before, a few laps before him. So I think.
I think his car's coming out on the circuit as well, so that's fun.
Oh, that's even double. That's a
I
double
wonder
no-no.
wonder if it's done it because I'm on board with him. We'll see. Because I think he'll definitely quit before.
Has Prezzo just done the same thing as well? Yeah,
Prezzo's pit and quit. We'll see if Prezzo comes out, because I think he also did it before. Okay, we've got some cars coming around, but he should be ghosted, so it should be okay, to be honest.
I can't see them, unfortunately. Guys, that's not very good there, pitting and quitting. It's not what we want to see. I know we were lapped, so that probably wasn't very
Prezzo's coming out as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Daniel right on the back of Andre there. Oh, it's just there's no way past. There's just not enough space on the track. He had a lot of pace coming out through that section. Not sure what happened there, but yeah. Just parked his car in the middle, did Andre, that Williams, and no way through in that section. So some good defensive driving from Andre.
Yeah. Bags right on the rear of Vision at the moment. I think they traded positions as I think Vision was the one who was behind, but yeah.
That's correct.
So, yeah, wonder if Bags is going to try and attempt to move back here as these are the only two close battles at the moment.
Yeah, we'll have a look at this one first there, just ahead on the track, and then we'll switch back to the other guys as they come onto the straight there. Daniel's going to have DRS. Not got much battery. Is it going to be enough? He's got a lot of overspeed coming through there, down the inside, and it should be to seal the deal. Yes, he gets through there. Nicely done from him. Let's have a look what's happening a little bit further back there between Bags and Vision. Not really the same thing in terms of the speed. Not really making any grounds on the straight, unfortunately, for Bags. He's gone wide as well into turn 1. But still this next...
Daniels! Oh, what's happened there? How has he ended up there?
Right on that. How has he managed that? We missed that, unfortunately. We were looking at the battle, but he's out of there. And I wonder if that will bring out a sort of safety or virtual. Doesn't really currently look like it, does it? No, he's gone.
He's kind of quite off the circuit, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty intrigued to actually see how he ended up in that wall, because I feel like I've never really seen anyone end up there.
No, apart from Banana Cake, but he drove straight on in the braking zone, not sort of on the exit. It's more on the outside of turn 5 than turn 4, really. At that point, whoa, Bags on the grass there, and that's going to really, it's going to knock him out of the DRS zone, I think. Unfortunately for him, and that's cost him.
He's got the grass tyre curse now.
Yeah, the grass tyre curse indeed.
He'll spin in a little, we'll watch. It's what's happened before so many times. Go on.
He's done a good recovery though.
He's back in the DRS.
How did he manage that?
Really well.
Yeah.
He's too quick. Well, he had plenty of airs left, so I think he just burned a little. Made sure that he'd get back in, so I think he's just chilling out at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah, so down to 12 drivers. We've lost 4, that being Ventani, Prezzo, Ghost Rider, and Daniel. The first 3 pit and quitting, unfortunately, and then Daniel's.
Oh! Bags having a nice little drift there. He was doing a bit of a left to turn right situation, but I mean, I feel like that's the start of the grass tyre curse, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, those guys out. Unfortunately, we don't know what happened to Daniel. It'd be great to find out what happened to him. I don't know if he's.
Yes, I'd like to know that, actually. I'm pretty intrigued. hopefully it pops up in the reports, to be honest.
Yeah, and let's talk about the. I know we haven't really talked about them at all. I think give them a bit of screen time. The guys at the front, Prince and Ferrari. I mean, there was a bit of a whoopsie at the start that they dropped down, but I think that was due to those guys jumping the start. But otherwise, it's been a pretty breezy run for these guys.
Yeah, absolutely killing it. Of course, if we're talking about the front boys as well, we do still have to mention Spicy and Plebs, who are also way ahead of the rest of the pack, as they've got a 20-second gap on Jay. So basically pit stop. But yeah, they've both had very clean and quick racing, and just keeping the car, on the circuit. They're doing extremely well at the moment.
And I'm just looking at the energy levels there. Quite interesting. Prince has got plenty of energy, whereas Ferrari Pro is the one who's been burning. I think he's been actually pushing to try and keep up with him. Yes, I think that's Daniel
wiggle
in the chat there. I can send you the crash if you really want.
Yes. Post a link.
Yeah, what happened? Tell us what happened, mate.
We'll pull it up on the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, Ferrari Pro using the energy. I think he's struggling a little bit. And I also want to note that Spicy's on that alternate strategy. He's got loads of energy. He's the only one in the hard tyre, so could see maybe could see him come into play near the end. Although he is dropping off the back of those medium runner guys. Still seem to have the pace. Might have to do a bit of fuel saving as well with Spicy, but as I say that, I've just realised that Plebs is actually closing the gap between him, and he's absolutely burning the engine also. So the guys behind, in those team battles are really pumping in the lap times. I got oversteered, tried to correct, and it ended up in that wall. Yikes! That wall's miles away as well. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Oversteer. I could imagine it. I feel like it's very bumpy out there as well, so he's just hitting bumps and it's just going to skid it across and hit the wall.
Oh! Bit of lag there, Jay's just teleporting on my screen. Banana Cake has caught up to the back of him and could be looking on for a move here. I wonder what happened to Jay's, because he seemed to have the pace and disappeared down the road. But Banana Cake's caught back up. Maybe he started using his energy a lot more as he's depleted his store quite a lot. Oh, that's what I was going to do as well. I keep forgetting. I'm sure I had something. It was this moment here with Daniel and Andre, just sort of some great defending from the Williams ahead. But back to this current battle that we have going on here. Yeah, unfortunate for Daniel. He was doing very well. First time on the grid, I believe. Yeah, not a. Hopefully, he'll come back extra strong next week. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Come back again. Have another crack at it. He'll do better next time.
Banana Cake sitting in the back of this McLaren here. Oh, I feel like that would have been a warning there. It's cut that pretty hard. Turn 2 there on the inside. Plebs was catching Spicy and sort of dropped off the back a little bit. I wonder if Spicy's using a bit more of that juice. Maybe not. But yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that's really the only on-track battle at the moment, these guys. Between these two drivers.
Yeah, it's a bit chill at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got a bit of a field spread. We need someone to do something. Could you not have at least bought out a safety car, Daniel, honestly?
What are you doing?
You're going to crash. At least... Ooh!
That's close.
That was very close into... I swear he was going to run into the back of him there. Just managed... Oh, he's on the grass a little bit there. Oh, there you go. There it is. There it is. That's that penalty. And that's not going to help him there. A bit of weaving on the straight there from Jays. Can't do that too much. What's he going to go? To the inside. Wow, Banana Cake so late on the brakes.
Gets the car pulled up still.
Oh, it's going to be tricky there. Yeah, you're right, it does, but he's going to have DRS again, so I think this move is definitely still on. Maybe not. Jay's holding the inside.
Round 2, Banana Cake Pie. Jay's... Oh, no contact this time, and they're still side by side, so... Good to see Banana Cake Pie hasn't gone straight on. Oh, they touch a little there. Still side by side here. Very tricky spot to run side by side. Jays and Banana Cake Pie doing it extremely well. Banana Cake Pie looking for this late braking. Doesn't manage to get it. Still side by side again. Jay's got the inside here. Is he going to be able to complete this move? Squeezes him out and does stay ahead. But Banana Cake Pie late on the brakes, goes down the inside here again. We've seen him done it a couple times. Doesn't work out entirely this time. Jay's got the inside here now. And it looks like Banana Cake Pie is going to back out. Touches the rear end of him. And Banana Cake Pie absolutely clobbering the rear end there of Jay's. Luckily, no cars going straight on or dying there. But yeah, Banana Cake Pie way off and coming into the pits as he would definitely have damage from that.
Yeah, I can't see the damage, but that's a real it was side by side pretty much the whole lap there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I kept running the replay reel and I kept having to restart it because it was going on for too long.
No front wing change. No front wing change for Banana Cake Pie, so maybe he didn't get any damage. He just decided.
Or maybe the game decided not. He had maybe the game.
Or the game's like, nah, you're not changing your front wing. Had that.
If it was on auto, it might not have changed it. You have to set it to manually change to yes. So
Which
I don't know what.
In the past games, every time you've had any damage, you come into the pits and it's on auto. They will change your front wing.
Yeah, so here's this move again, around the outside. What even happened? Did you just run into the back of him?
Yeah, he just ran
had
him.
a very poor angle and didn't see him.
Just straight into the rear of him.
It's a real shame. That was some good action there. Unfortunately, lost that. He's still in the race though. He's still going. You can still make something out of this one. As we're approaching the halfway mark of this race here. What else we got? Plebs getting ever closer to Spicy at the minute.
Yeah, I've been watching him. He's been making up a little minor errors, but when he's driving nice and clean, he does extremely well.
Who are you talking about?
Flaps.
Ah.
Flaps doing well.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's just you just can't seem to just break into that 1 second. It's just always close, but not quite close enough. And Spicy's still got so much energy. He doesn't seem to be using it at all.
Yeah, definitely trying to change that front wing now.
Yeah.
They changing it? Yes, they are. Good. He must change it to yes. Change my.
But now he's had to change onto that soft tyre.
Yep.
And he's a lap down now.
Yeah. Absolutely screwed all of a sudden.
So actually, that has really messed him. Oh, just to make it even worse. I think he touched the wall there on the pit lane exit, and yeah, that front Jedley there, that front wing thing is the worst. Yeah, is that purely if it's on auto, or even if it's on yes, it doesn't change
I think it's purely if it's on auto.
Yeah, I always make sure to change it to yes.
Well, it's really silly because in past games, any damage you had it on auto, you'd come in and it would change your front wing. But now you have it on auto and you have damage, you come in and it sometimes doesn't, sometimes does. It's just makes no sense.
Yeah, it's a real mess. There's so many. It just seems to be almost seems to be getting worse and worse every year.
Absolutely.
So let's have a moan session about the game now. What are your biggest gripes with the game, chat? Feel free to unleash upon the game.
Upon the world.
Yeah. It's two races ruined this game thanks to that. Yeah, I know.
I've been like that too.
I don't know. I make a point of always changing it to yes, but you know, if you got not much time to do, I can see what's that yellow flag.
I have no clue. Where do we have yellow?
That was a red ball moving slowly through the middle part of the lap for just one moment, but gets going. But yeah, the pipes is so close to getting to that 1 second, and then it sort of just extends a little bit. And that's Andre.
What's going on here? Andre
into the pit lane, getting that medium tyre off.
We're going to see some people finally pit off those mediums. 32 laps on them, and
yeah, it's a good stint, actually.
That's a big stint, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of laps here, so yeah. Onto the hard tyres. looks like it was a nice, quick, clean pit stop. Hopefully he won't get lapped here, as of course Prince and Pro are coming up. He will be fine, but any mistakes means that he will get lapped, unfortunately.
Yeah, and worst part of this game is the limited race tyres. You need 2 mediums. I absolutely agree with you. I mean, I think the race allocation thing has just, again, it seems to have just been getting worse and worse with every iteration of the game. It's just, I don't even... sex-based terms.
Well,
I'll allow this sucking balls to be on the in the chat. Apparently it was sex-based terms, but
sex-based.
according
Astons
to
are
according
doing
to
good, yes.
Yeah, the softs are terrible. It's just ruined the strategy. The softs are just being unusable. And
ooh, who's that? Banana having a spin? No.
It doesn't seem like the softs are working for people. It's
No,
so bizarre.
you just don't. Well, it's because you can't find a good temperature window for all 3 tyres that you can run. So you either have a good temperature window for the mediums and the hards, and your softs are going to overheat when you use them, or you have a good temperature window for your softs and your mediums, and your hards are going to be too cold. It's just yeah.
So that ruins the strategy. The mediums wearing too quickly has ruined the strategy. Also, the lack of tyres in the race allocation has ruined strategy. And it means that if people are doing 100% races, they can only really use 2 sets of tyres, and then you got the softs and you
can't have a safety car. It's just
it's just
not good.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, the Astons are doing good. Prince is pretty OP. He has opened that gap now. Made a second in the last 10 odd laps on Ferrari Pros, just dropped off the back.
You want to know why he's dropped off? He's ran out of ERS. He's getting too low. He can't keep burning to try and keep up with him, and now Prince is just going to fly off into the distance.
Yep. And Vision there on the back of Kickbutt Kiwi. It's on 32. Oh, is that Banana Cake again?
Oh, Banana again. Well, he did touch the grass earlier, didn't he? He had the grass burst.
Yeah, exactly that. Easily done from Vision there, down into turn 4. And gets through up into P7 for him. Kickbutt Kiwi maybe having a little luck here, but I think he's going to struggle with that lack of energy. And there's... I was going to say there's old medium tyres, but they're only 18 laps, so they can't be that bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping a very close eye here at the moment. And Plebs and Billy.
Yeah, he's almost.
Oh, it doesn't hit DRS.
He didn't quite break into that second. Oh, there it is for a moment. This is Kickbutt Kiwi is looking to get back on Vision, but I don't think he's really... He's actually dropping a little bit. He's not even gaining with the DRS. He just doesn't have the juice. And I think that's going to be... Yeah, he's going to be dropping off the back of that car. Plebs just can't seem to break to that 1 second, can he?
No, he gets so very close, and then loses out just a little bit, although he's very close here. Come on, let's go Plebs. Get in that DRS, give us a bit of entertainment. Oh, he's gonna be close.
He's got no battery though.
And
Spicy
did it anyway.
Yeah, I was literally about to suggest, I'm sure Spicy will be coming in, get into the pits before Plebs, and get an undercut on those medium tyres. And they've gone over halfway now, so the medium runners have proved you can do it. So he's going to be less fuel, their tyres won't wear as much, the track will be rubbered in. I think Spicy could potentially... he could have a very good run here on this medium tyre.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but is Kickbutt Kiwi going to get anywhere close?
He's got no juice.
Like he's got absolutely nothing. He is empty. But yeah. No, he didn't even catch really there by the looks. Just into the braking zone a little bit.
I think Vision's got control of this situation.
Slow speed.
Yeah, I think he's got it under control. He's on the hard tyre a little bit, so I haven't really talked about lane for a while. he's just been quietly plodding along. He was in that group with Andre, Banana, and Jays, which is now pretty much just been reduced to him and Jays after the pit from Andre and Banana Cake's unfortunate excursions, shall we say. Yeah, no, it's
drifted through the grass.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for Banana Cake there. It's pretty much the sole provider of our entertainment as well.
Absolutely. It was a good entertainment for this race. Who knows, maybe you'll get back up to someone, or something will happen and we'll have some more entertainment from you. I feel like it's a pretty good lull here at the moment while we're just waiting for pit stops.
Yeah, Kit by Q, he's just, every lap just gets 0% on his battery.
I feel like we should talk about the footy a little. Footy Grand Final was on, of course, today. I'm sure Buster, I'm sure you were watching it. No, you like a bit of footy, but yeah. I don't know, it was a boring game. Geelong smashed.
I'm not really a footy person, so I didn't watch it.
South Australians. Watching crap stuff. Go watch you. I don't know, what even do you watch mainly over there?
I watched the
I feel
F1.
like it's more. Yeah, F1. Both footy matches so far were horrible. Yep, they were. They've been boring. It sucks because like the finals this year have been pretty good, and then yeah, it's been crap now. Hopefully third goes alright. Yeah, hopefully.
Third one? Why is there 3? That's what?
Hopefully third goes alright. Third place. Pretty sure all the matches are done now though, so I don't know. Pretty sure all the positions are done. Hopefully next season we'll be good, and Geelong doesn't walk it. So that'll be boring. No. Oh no.
No. I'm just keeping an eye on this third
Match
rugby
rugby.
league.
Actually, rugby, yeah. Third match. I was watching that the other day a little bit. That was alright. Although I don't know what goes on.
Jeez, alright. You're into your...
You confused them all. Yeah. There's too many, isn't there? Too many footballs.
Crichton in the chat. Hey, how are you
Crichton.
doing? I'm just watching this little battle between Kickbutt and Vision. He's just hanging. I don't know how he's managing to do it with his lack. Oh, and there you go, Spicy, setting the fastest lap of the race. He's gonna have a beautiful undercut. I've been watching his delta between Plebs and him, and he's taken about 2 seconds out of Plebs already. AFL was a joke, says Buster.
Yeah.
You're a joke, Buster.
What? No, he isn't. He's telling the damn truth. It was a joke.
Yeah,
Surely
I
you placed some bets on Geelong, though. I mean, I felt like it was pretty obvious. I made the call last night saying it was.
Who's looking the best? Are you talking about the footy or the
Prince.
drivers?
Drivers, I would have thought Prince easy.
Yeah, Prince. He's had pretty dominant. He's in the pits. He's in the pits.
Woo!
He's in the pits. There is development happening here. Ferrari Pro moves into provisional lead. Of course, he has to pit still too, but Prince coming on to, we're expecting to see him onto the hard tyre now. Where's he going to come out as well?
That's a massive stint on those.
Huge.
40 laps. Phew. I mean, they've done really well on them, but yeah.
Tell me about it. I'd love to know what percentage those mediums were on.
Oh, yes.
You'd imagine now this will be a piece of cake now on these hard tyres for them. And any chance of an undercut for Ferrari Pro, I think is, or I don't think there's going to be an overcut. I think he's any chance of him doing anything and trying to make a take on that lead has just probably disappeared now.
Yeah. Swans fan. That one would have hurt.
$75 lost. Ouch.
Why'd you bet on the Swans? That's silly. And Geelong was going to walk it from the start. That was obvious.
There's lane in the pit lane also for fresh mediums. Well, it can't be fresh mediums, surely not. I think the game lies as well with how many laps the tyres have done. I think it's just this stint, not how many they've done in total. Ferrari Pro is in the pit lane as well. On the mediums, I think he's probably gonna come out further behind sprints. I don't think he will have done enough. Spicy's on that. He's putting in some fantastic
Ferrari's
times on the
in
mediums.
And he's come out way behind. It looks like he's actually might be pretty close to Spicy here.
Yeah, I told you, Spicy's been pumping in sometimes. I told you to keep an eye on him. He's on that medium tyre. He's going to have some pace. He's very close. Ferrari Pro's lost out. Oh, he's lost 7 seconds to Spicy in the pit lane, I believe. I think they were 9 seconds apart pre pit stop.
Well, that means when Plevs does pit, I'd expect him to be like way off of Spicy. So Plevs might have lost out big here.
Done betting until the Singapore GP. That's only next week, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Done betting for 1 week.
I feel like that's a pretty easy bet as well. Winner, Max Verstappen. Alright, that's done.
Yuki to beat Gasly's paying 8. Oh,
no,
do you mean for in the race or in over
the
the
race?
season?
Yeah, in the
That's
race.
gonna happen. Oh,
I don't think that will happen.
No, Yuki's probably gonna crash. Let's face it.
Yeah. As much as I'd love it to happen, I don't think it is going to happen. Plebs into the pits as well. So, winner Leclerc.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's off the cards for Leclerc to win.
Yeah, but you're a bloody mad Britain Ferrari fan.
Yeah, Plebs has lost.
He's lost tons of time.
Look
at how far behind he is. A little bit of a battle starting to heat up here, of course, with Jay's Vision and Kickbutt Kiwi all being nice and close. Jay's into the pits, so, well, that's not as entertaining anymore. These two still together, of course, Vision and Kickbutt.
Yeah, that's what I think. Ferrari have always been quick in Singapore. They're quick on tight and twisty tracks where traction is key, but I think they're going to murder their tyres, and that's what's going to cost them.
Yeah.
I think Leclerc could put it on pole, but I don't think he'll win the race.
Not the race, no. The Red Bull is just way too good a race car. It's a decent quality car, but race car, it's goated.
Unless they bring some kind of upgrades. I mean, they've had 3 weeks, so maybe they will.
Maybe.
Look at that, Spicy. He's gonna make this race very spicy.
I feel like we used that week 1 as well.
And then there's Kickbutt as well. Things are starting to happen. They always do near the end of these races. Look at that, another fastest lap for him, 10.7. And yeah, I would definitely say at least P2 is on the cards for him. That sounds far too early.
What, 6 AM?
Yeah. 4:30. Oh.
Screw that.
Here. Where no, it's funny when we do a 50%. When I do a 50%, it feels like it's too short now. I'm so used to doing the 100% races. Oh, his banana cake lost it in that same spot again. It's
because he went on the grass, isn't it?
I don't think
and he's dead.
It's just cursed his tyres.
Grass, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's not good.
That has another meaning if you know what that means. It's
you tell players tight ass. Kickbutt still. How is he holding on to this position? He's had no energy pretty much for the last 10 laps, and he's just managing to hold on to Vision. His 27 lap old mediums. It seemed to be a bit loose on the traction around that part of the lap there as well, but he's doing a great job, his Kickbutt, in that sole Ferrari. We lost the other one, of course, Daniel, down at turn 4 into the wall. Banana cake. Oh god, there's another penalty. He's not having a good day.
Yeah, Banana Cake Pie is not happy to be.
He's retired as well. I kind of saw that one coming. It's been ever since that incident right at the start with, I think, him and Jays, it's just all gone backwards.
I need to stop with his touch grass joke.
and there were 12, now there are 11. And all of these guys will be scoring points today. Of course, that's how you retire in the pit lane properly, though. Look at that, he didn't come out on track. So you three shenanigan-causing people, Ghost Rider, Prezzo, and Ventani, that's how you pit and quit properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
pretty close here. I'm wondering if he's going to get DRS. No, he doesn't.
He just can't seem to quite get there, can he?
He's doing what Plebs did earlier, isn't he?
Yeah, Ferrari Pro. Ferrari Pro with the first. He's responding to Spicy. It's still a long way. He doesn't have to overtake him right now, but I feel like the longer he gets stuck behind Ferrari Pro, the further... Oh, what's just happened here? Oh, no vision.
Oh, bin. Final
So he's
corner.
on the grass. That's not good. I think those hard tyres are not looking too hot.
Into the pits he comes. Absolutely.
Hardly surprising. Oh, that seemed...
That was pretty quick into the pit. I was a bit concerned he was going to pull up in time, but no. Managing that well. Bags also into the pits.
Yeah, that's going to put those two actually pretty close together on track. Be some more battle there. Spicy's just dipped within that second gap.
Bit of a time too. Vision onto the hard medium tyres. Of course, they're already 2 laps old as he has already used them. And then Bags onto some fresh softs.
Here we go. Spicy's got the DRS on Ferrari Pro. And, sets the fastest lap of the race as well, just for good measure. Only a 10th quicker than the previous one, but still an improvement, holding that fastest lap. Bragging rights right there. And he's still got plenty of energy. Ferrari Pro is also there. Pleb's setting of... I'm not surprised there. Pleb's also setting fastest. What's happened here in the middle part with some yellow flags? It's the Spicy P1, Crichton calling it. Oh, that's a... is that gonna... I wonder, are you going to put money on that? Or are you, did you say you were done betting?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's just a bet already before Singapore.
That didn't take long.
Surely, I mean...
He's not really... He didn't really seem to be catching on the straight, though. Did Spicy, and I'm just a little bit 75. There it is. all right. We'll see how this pans out, but yeah, I'm a bit concerned about how Spicy didn't really catch on the straight.
Yeah, feel like again, it just depends on what trim they're running. I feel like Spicy just running a bit more downforce than Ferrari Pro, of course. I don't know. He's still within 7 seconds. He's still within that second, and he has closed the gap ever so slightly. So hopefully, yeah, just keeps closing it, gets closer and closer, and then hopefully a move will appear for him.
Board in the chat. What's the 75 on? No, Crichton's just throwing money around, is what he's doing. And he's here to not make money but have a good time. That's what he's here for. But they are actually closing on Prince very slightly. And the gap was just over 5 seconds. So these guys pushing each other along potentially. I know all it takes. It's a long race, guys. It's a long. Karen, is that hot? There's Vision setting the fastest lap, and then quickly gets beaten by Bags, of course, on that medium tyre. Unsurprising. The two Williams boys very close together on track. That medium tyre probably no match for Andre on the hard tyre. Yes, he gets through there. Oh, I have to allow this. Or sex-based terms, crying naughty. I'll allow. We're not hiding behind any anything here. Allowed. Spicy, less than half a tenth now off the back of Ferrari Pro. I think the fighting though might cost them a little bit in catching up with Prince, unfortunately. But I was just about to say it's a long race, and coming now into less than 15 laps, almost a 10-lap marker. Maybe fatigue. It's never over. We've seen all kinds of shock results as Spicy there on Ferrari Pro down the inside gets a gun run for once, and pretty simple move actually there. Not really much to say about that one. I think he was saving that, just biding his time a little bit, and through he goes. Is Ferrari Pro going to contest this now? Running down to the next section, I think. Oh. That was odd.
What
Chooses to sit, but he changed down a gear instead of up a gear. And just sat on the back of... Chose not to go for the move there.
Banana here. Is he going to absolutely send it down the inside? No, he's not close enough, unfortunately. Maybe the next spot he's going to try it. Engine blown.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice there. Ferrari just choosing not to fight that. Maybe he's going to try and recover some of that energy now and make a play a little bit later on.
That is my thought.
Yeah, well, coming up to the straight now, we'll see what he chooses to do here. Bags there getting past Andre, of course. He's on that soft tyre, pretty easily done. Bit of a gap has opened up now, but once again, Ferrari Pro just... seems to go through that energy very quickly, and does close up to him here. So it's not all over turn 1. There's still a good opportunity now coming down to turn 4. But I don't think he's going to be close enough here to Spicy, and no, not really. Let's just take a look at how that works. And here's Spicy there, getting a good run. Starts to use that LNG nice and early. Goes to the inside for iPro, not really choosing to defend that one, and done deal really through that through turn 1. That's just checking you're awake, mate. That's why I have that in there.
Jay's having a look on lane. Oh, that got very, very close for a second there. Lane almost into... Not lane, Jay's almost into the wall there, but gets that move done as there was a little bit of movement. Got very close, got scary, but yeah, well, both cars are still running.
Yeah, it's to keep you guys awake. Didn't I mention that earlier, or did I forget to mention that? My bad. Soz, not soz.
Yeah, we don't hear it, so we just definitely we're all good.
And let's just, I think I just caught that one.
Oh yeah, let's do it again.
So... There you go.
Oh mate, he just gets so close there, doesn't he? That was scary.
Yeah, he do be like that, doesn't he? I can't remember which track it was. There was one, I think he was like top 20 I saw, and I was like, good lord. Oh, what's happened?
Oh, had a spin. Jay's tripped through the grass. He's touched grass. We all know what that means. Yep. He's going to die.
And here we go. Vision smells another position. And I think it's just the difference in the speed there is going to make that pretty easy for him. He's recovered fairly well from it, right on the back of him. But through goes Vision, up into P7. Jay's right behind him. I think this is going to cause a bit of spicy entertainment for us, because Bax is just sitting there a few seconds down on that soft tyre. Hopefully he's still got a bit of pace in those to come and jump onto this little group, especially if they start fighting. Is he on the bags? No, he's removed the bags. The sandbags have gone and he's flying. Man is rapid indeed. Pro's still holding onto the back of Spicy also.
Yeah, he's doing well, but they're not really catching Mr. Prince at the moment, though. So, well, not enough by the looks that he'll be able to get there. But, who knows, there's still a decent amount of laps. Maybe Prince makes a mistake. We'll have to see. Yeah,
I just realised my maths was absolutely shambolic, and 50 to 71 is not 10, it's actually 20. I'm surprised none of you picked up on that. Shame on all of you. It's sort of what happened here. It's just Jay's has just sort of dropped off the back of Vision through that middle part of the lap. Obviously, tyre gap here. There's 3 different tyres running, about the same amount of life used, but medium hard versus soft. So we'll see who comes out of this one on top. I feel like Bags is just going to run out before we can make it to the end of the race, though, on those soft tyres.
Ferrari Pro has lost the gap as well to Spicy, so well, that is not good at all. He has got no more ERS, and he does not have DRS any longer, so I presume that gap is just going to increase, and he's going to see Spicy drive off into the distance.
Yeah, and Plebs just does not have an answer on the hard tyre. Those guys Aston Martin's very quick on that hard tyre, and then and Spicy on the medium tyre, much quicker than his teammate. So that strategy for Spicy working out an absolute treat in this race.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course, Spicy, for you guys that weren't there at the start, Spicy starting on the hard, switching to the medium, and the other guys doing the opposite, and the top 4 medium to hard. And yeah, he had a great start on the hards too. He obviously got them up to temperature, because we were a bit worried those guys starting high up on the hards were going to get absolutely swamped on the start. But he had a great start actually. But Bags there, yeah, he is closing. Jay seems to just doesn't have the answer to Vision's pace on that medium tyre, but Bags is definitely coming into play for this. Spicy for the win, says Cryan. Double down on that bet. Needs to hurry up. He does. He's still got time. We saw the mediums go, what was it? 30, no, 40. Someone took them to lap 40, I believe. Yeah. Bags P7, maybe. I'm not sure about this medium, soft tyre holding on though. Can you find out how long someone's done on the soft tyre, 10?
Absolutely.
As we look at Bags having a little sniff at Jay's. They've both got plenty of the juice. Bags looking to the outside. Jays covers the inside as they head down into turn 1. He's got clear of him before even the corner, and straight through goes through Bags in the Red Bull on the charge on the soft tire. Jays doesn't maybe really need to defend it too hard. I think that it will come back to him in maybe 10 or so laps as the soft starts to crumble and disappear and melt away.
Yeah. Well, Master Jedi did 33 laps on his softs that he started the race with, so I think he should be fine.
Then shut my mouth.
Don't know how he's done that. That is a lot of laps.
Yeah, so that's impressive actually. What was his pace though at the end on that tyre?
Well, I'll compare it to the start. So, not all that different to be honest. About the same. Maybe.
Nico, what's happened here? Oh, there is a vision in the wall. There is a vision in the wall, and that has. Oh, look at that! He's lost it. He's dropped it coming up the hill, and into the outside wall there of turn 14. I just wonder if it's brought out full course caution, but will we see that? Surely, it's been cleared already.
No, there's a safety car.
Is there? Why can't I see it?
See the beautiful yellow dot on your track map there?
Oh yeah, I can see the yellow dot. I was looking for the thing at the top that says safety car.
Yeah, no, this game's silly.
Well,
anyway, safety car. Onto the soft tyres we go, I guess.
This is a classic endurance ending to a race. Someone drops it in the last 20 odd laps, and we go on to a sprint race finish. Well. This is, well, don't go anywhere, folks, because it's going to get super spicy. Especially for Spicy now, who's got a bit of a lifeline now to close the gap to Prince. Can Prince hold on to this P1? It's all to play for.
Who knows? Maybe Cryan was correct from the start.
Yeah, maybe.
Spicy's going to win it. He was pretty adamant. This $75 bet's looking pretty good at the moment.
It does indeed. Let's take a look at let's keep you guys awake with this move here from Bags. Gets a good run on Jay's there. And Jay's goes to defend, and I think it's pretty easily done. Really gets past him before the first corner, and he's gone through there, and that's how that was done and dusted. And that's why Bags is in P8, Jay's is in P9. Let's take a look at the position changes here for you guys. They're Spicy up a couple of positions. Well, most people are up, but Plebs there up 5. Kiwi and Lane up 8 positions from the start, so they've done an amazing job. He started up a lot higher, and he's had a nightmare of a race along with Vision, who is out of this race. Good job from Master Jedi on his debut here in Formula Endurance race spec. Yeah, he's down though, a lap down, so this is not really gonna. Well, it's gonna close up the pack, but he's not really going to be any good for him there. But Andre there in P9, so down to 10 from 16 down to 10. We lost Ventani, Prezzo, Ghost Rider from Pit and Quits. Boo, Daniel, unfortunately, and Banana Cake, and then just Vision. Now Vision, and that has caused this late safety car. Where's your super duper tent?
Oh, I don't have any super dupers, mate. It's just too cold at the moment.
It's not the right weather yet, is it?
No. I think I've got some mint ice cream though. Go have a bowl of that. Start munging on it. That'd be good. No, can't do that. Just try and keep awake. It's because I got work after this anyway. Got to stay awake.
Oh. Well, this will help those guys on low fuel as well.
Oh yeah.
Seems to be quite a few of them apparently, according to this graphic.
I mean, I don't seem to be lifting and coasting, so I think they'll be fine. Well, especially now with this safety car.
Hold on, was Master Jedi even a lap down?
Mr. Jedi.
Ugh.
He has to be.
Watching.
Look at the pack. Look at where he is on track. It only says plus 5.7 though. Doesn't say lap. Oh no, I don't have it to the leader or to the next car. That's why. Ugh.
He must be, yeah.
It is a lap down.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And
Just
then
his
Andre's he's that's his actual position on the track. He's just 10 seconds down. He just needs to close up this lap, which I'm sure he'll manage to do very easily. And then I would imagine that we'll be, if we're lucky, we'll get going this lap.
I think we'll get going this lap. Yeah, definitely. As soon as Andre gets to the pack, he'll get there pretty quickly, and we'll get under race and conditions again and have this little old sprint to the end. Even though it's not really a little old sprint, it's still some decent amount of laps. But yeah.
Well, just over 10. But that'll go pretty quickly on the soft tyre in Sao Paulo. It's only, just over a minute per lap. Short lap around here. Surely safety car in this lap. Surely.
It will be.
Let's take a quick squeeze. We haven't looked at this. Is the penalty situation. Bags and Jay's there with 3 seconds and Master Jedi with 9. So, with everyone being close to... Is that a glitch or is that actual? What's happened to Plebs?
What?
Plebs just dropped down the order then. Safety car in this lap. What's happened to Plebs?
Touched grass.
Maybe. It looked like he had some stuff on his tyres. That's totally messed it up for him. Safety car in this lap. We'll go back to the front. And yeah, that's absolutely, totally ruined Plebs. Hopefully he can make his way through the pack here and fight for the top 3 along with these boys. But I do dare say that's going to make it very difficult for him. When are we going to get this race underway? I think he's gone right now. I think he's gone. Yes, he has. Prince is gone. He's had a good run down here. Spicy just a little bit off the back, and Ferrari Pro, the pack has already separated quite a lot for the top cars. Lane not having the greatest start, but they all get through very cleanly through the first corner. And I think someone's gone wide there. It's Andre Prevs has already made a position up off that. There's a couple of cars very close together. That of Bags and Lane there in the Red Bull. These two guys not quite close enough for a move there. I think Bags is just holding station, not using his energy yet. Energy gets used very quickly around here. Spicy cannot let Prince get away. Otherwise, I dare say it will be game over for them. Ferrari's right in the back of him, but otherwise a clean getaway.
Yeah, absolutely. Relatively chill at the moment. The real question is, who's got the airs at the moment, as some drivers burnt a fair bit already straight off that. Again, we got 10 laps here. You still have to manage it for those 10 laps.
Yeah, can't be using it all at once. You're just going to become super vulnerable down the straight. And he's done well to hold on to Spicy, but just lost a little bit of time coming through the last sector there. And he needs to hold into within that 1 second gap before the DRS gets enabled. Otherwise, yeah, there you go. Prince showing He's got the pace with the 109.2, fastest lap of the race so far. Over through the first couple of corners there, and just holding on is Spicy. He needs to keep within 1 second. Already 1 second gap open there with Lane Everingham on Kickbutt Kiwi there. That is going to make it very difficult for him when DRS gets enabled. And there it is. It's over 1 second already with Spicy and Prince.
Yeah, absolutely. Already so very close. It looks like Plebs might be looking for a move here on Jays. No, he doesn't. Just going to sit behind. Is he going to send it up the inside here? Is he so very close? Oh, okay, no, it's all good.
McLaren.
I just had a bit of lag, I think it was.
Yeah, Pleb seems to be making a bit of a habit of that this race, isn't he? Touching the rear end of McLarens. I don't know if he did actually, but it's very close. Yeah, it's a bit of a magnet towards those McLarens. And up they come up the hill, and Spicy is going to be in a bit of trouble here. Ferrari Pro's absolutely smashing the battery once again. And it's actually separated out very quickly, this pack. I thought it would sort of stick a bit closer together.
Yeah, Plebs looking for a move here, of course, on Jays again around the outside, becomes the inside, becomes the outside, but he's managed to get that move done and completed, and of course he's got DRS from the cars in front, so he's all fine. Easily
done for him. Ferrari Pro also run on the back of Spicy, trying to keep up with all the action that's going on here, sort of jumping around the pack quite a lot. And yeah, Ferrari Pro keeping Spicy honest. I think unless Prince makes any mistakes, I think he's gonna sort of just disappear up the road there if they continue fighting and make it easy for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Spicy does have a bit as to use, but again, so it's going to be very tricky for him to actually hold on to these positions now, even though he has a lot more ERS between the drivers behind. He just doesn't have the DRS.
Not quite. I don't think they made contact there, but he's very close into the back of that car. Just showing that replay there. Gotta keep you awake. It's not that loud. Don't be a pussy. Ferrari Pro 3/10 within Spicy, and nobody else is complaining. I think you just have baby ears. And they're not quite close enough once again down into turn 4. The rest of the pack also getting very close behind Lane, who's turning into a little bit of a cork in the bottle for those guys in the second pack.
Absolutely. Not much else to add on there.
Yeah, not really finding a way through. It's quite difficult to overtake, especially when you don't have Banana Cake who wants to go side by side into every corner. I missed that. Oh, what did you race in real life, Crichton? Look at that. I think Plebs has got a run on Bags. He's used all of his battery though, and pretty much has Bags as well. It's going to be very close. Bags blocks the inside. Plebs has to switch to the outside. Terrible camera angle for that, and whoo, that was a little bit close there between the two guys. And is he going to have a run down here coming through the next section? They're both low on energy. It's going to be tight. I think Bags has got the inside here. It's going to hold on to that. It's going to be tough for Plebs around the outside. I don't think it's going to work for him. They just... damn camera angles. He's just got enough to keep his car. It's going to be tricky going through here. Oh, they leave each other in another space. Bags goes wide. Plebs through. Up into P6 for him.
Yeah, Plebs making a pretty decent recovery at the moment. Now he's just got Lane in front, but unfortunately there's a pretty large gap from Lane to Kickbutt already with, 2.4 seconds.
Yeah, that one. Unfortunately. Who else have we got here? Jay's also looking at Bags. What's happened to Bags? He's not used all his battery with that battle with Plebs, I think, and that's really cost him now because he's just on double check. Yeah, he's really low on the juice, and Jay's goes through also. Falling back through the group is Bags. I also wonder, they're not going to have any fresh softs left either. I just wonder if certain people have got more worn softs than others at this stage.
Yeah, I'd definitely say so. That's some saved a pair from quality, and then yeah. So I'm pretty sure everyone would have saved one, as they probably only got 3 runs. Of course, you get 4 sets in quality, and then yeah, I presume that a couple drivers already having to use a pair of softs in this race, so they're on their second pair, which means it will be used.
350. Anybody got a spare 350k? I mean, maybe if you make a really big bet, maybe if you put a lot more on Spicy, you could make 350k if it's a big enough bet. Surely. What was the other one you said you were going to do in Singapore? Yuki? Was that someone else? Either way, 5 laps to go. I'll put 30k on him. Well, it's not over yet. I mean, he has reeled him in a little bit, down to 1 second, just flirting with that DRS crucial second. Look at that, 1001 he got for a moment there, so just not quite close enough. Plebs is now looking at Lane as well, harassing the back. What's his odds? I don't know. 10. Make up some odds for Spicy.
For Spicy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back in the DRS. Spicy's been looking decent. Prince has been pretty competitive. Alright, hang on. Need pen and paper. Time to do some math.
How much does he need to put on to make 350k?
Lot.
$2.30. It's not a lot.
I feel like it's pretty high, to be honest. For F1 standards are way worse than that.
Prince 1.4.
Yeah,
Okay, there you go. The odds
there's
have been
the
set.
odds.
There's your odds. Who's going to pay out, though? That's the real question. I think Plebs has to pay out, right? It's his league. Yeah, it's done. Sorted. Lane's right on the back of Kickbutt Kiwi here. We're seeing Lane on the offensive, which is good to see. He's been on the defensive. Oh, leaves just enough space. Tries to go around the outside. Not going to work there. Plebs is right in the back of him too. It's a 3-way battle here, and it's going to get very spicy through here. No way through. It's so tough through there. Lane a bit wide. But yeah, holding station for the moment. So tough through that section. Spicy is bringing that gap down. You are correct. And it's not over. It's not over at all. I'm not sure what's happened to Prince's pace, but Spicy's picked it up for sure. That little moment there before we get onto the straight, that is what happened. They're so close. Give me my money. You have to ask for player C. Oh no! Whilst we're watching that, just a little bit of a moment there, I'll take you back to the real-time action there. Lane having a moment. Coming out of the final corner, it's allowed Plebs to get up alongside of him, and they're going to be too wide, maybe coming in. No, Plebs is through. Up into P5. Where's Lane gone? Where's Lane? What did he do? He just drove off the side of the track and into the wall. What's happened there? It just shows you anything and everything can happen in endurance, especially in the final stages. As look at this gap at the front is closing right down. Lane is on the. I have no idea what happened to Lane. Did he just forget to brake for that corner or something? Just straight off the outside of the track. And look at this group at the front. This battle, they've heard it. They wanted to make it spicy, and it's spicy, 100% spicy. Spicy for spicy.
Spicy for spicy.
That's it. Look at this. What are their energy levels here? Look at once again, Spicy's done a great job with basically a 25% lap. Yeah, that's what happens with the. That's what happens. This is what happens at endurance. We have that late safety car, and it becomes a sprint race at the end, and we save up all the entertainment for the end. And yeah, look at Ferrari Pro on the brakes, very hot, right up to the back of the gearbox of Spicy, and I reckon. You know, there's 3 laps left. I reckon he's just biding his time a little bit. Plebs on the back of Kickbutt Kiwi. Let's just have a look at this. I don't think there's going to be a move coming through there. I think they're going to hold station. Yeah, Plebs is through. Kickbutt Kiwi back up to P4. So he's done a great recovery as Plebs. Back up through the field. Kickbutt Kiwi's good. Well, they're all really struggling with their energy. They're just using every little last bit of that battery, especially Ferrari Pro. But the 2 guys at the front have got the most battery out of the group.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, plebs won't be able to catch that group ahead, as yeah, that gap is way too big already for him, unfortunately. But yeah, this battle at the front here with these three drivers, of course, Prince, Spicy, and Ferrari Post starting to heat up.
Starting to heat up. This is bird's eye
Heated.
chili spicy. This is what this is right now.
Spicy.
It's not had a great run though at the last corner. But yeah, keeping that status quo. 2 laps left in this race. What can Spicy do? Can Crichton win his 350,000 he needs? And how will Plebs suffer with that financial loss if Spicy does win?
That's the
Those are the
big,
three
big
questions.
question.
Yep.
Big
Those are
questions asking.
That is exactly that. And what's he gonna do? Is he just gonna a spicy drive? But yeah, what I mean, he's gonna leave it right to the last lap. They don't seem to be using their energy.
Yeah, see,
It's so interesting.
he has to be really, really close to him coming out of this final corner
Yeah, he's
to be able to
gotta
get a good
his-
run on the track. Because if he is not close, he's just going to burn his ERS and he's just not going to catch.
Well, he's got it to burn. He's got nothing to lose.
Both cars will be burning. That's the issue. He's just a bit too far away here. He needs to be burning as much as possible here, basically. Actually, Prince is getting a little bit low on that side. He's using all of that DRS. He's still so far away. He needs to be a lot closer here if he wants to try and attempt a move here into this next DRS zone. Come on, use your battery!
Crichton's getting mad in the chat. He's like, "What are you doing?" I think he heard
Well,
the
he's using
bet.
it all now, but
That was
he's
so
only
bizarre.
touched-
What has he
only
done?
touched
He's thrown it away. He didn't use the juice that he had available. Why is he saving 40%? When maybe he's waiting right to the end. What is his
That's
strategy?
such a big risk. It's such a big risk to leave it to that actual final straight. But I mean, come on, got to close this gap here then and attempt something. Come on, you're right there for that race win. You may as well go for it. Screw P2, get that win.
He's got even more now. I don't understand the. Come on, we're willing you on here.
Right,
you just
he's got
use
a
the
lot
juice. Use it
Surely
50%
we're going to
one
see
corner.
a
Let's
lot of
go.
burning here.
Let's go.
He is using it, but
Here we
he's just
go.
still a bit too far away.
It's
He's not
just-
going to
yeah.
catch. He's not going to catch at all. There's not enough.
He's run out of battery though,
He's
as
left
Prince. He's run out of battery. It's not going to be enough
It's
though.
not enough.
By
It is not
1/10.
enough.
Oh, leave it to the last moment. That is, he's going to be ruining that, I think. And come across the line. Plebs in P4. Keep up Kiwi in P5. Jay's in P6. Good recovery after the shenanigans at the start. The 2 Red Bulls, P7, P8. What could have been them for today? And 9th for Andre. Not too bad. And on his debut, Master Jedi will be taking 10th place. So great. Oh my god. And Bags in P. Wow. Crichton says, "Spicy, I teach you how to use the battery." I think he does need some lessons in how to use the battery because that was wasted, I think, for him. He's got so much charge at the end there. And yeah. Plenty of just imagine if he'll be rowing that call if he just used the battery in another part of the track to gain a 10th somewhere else, then that race could have been his. That race
Yeah.
could have been his.
Absolutely. Yeah, baffled there. He was there. He had the pace. He got lucky with that safety car as well, closing that gap for him. It's just couldn't get it done in the end, unfortunately.
Bags is driver of the day, so good. That's a good win for him for that. And I'm sure he would have wanted a little bit higher though up on the grid, but good results from the Red Bull boys. Great results from the Ferrari boys as well. But I think really my driver of the day is going to be Spicy, apart from that last. But yeah, he great strategy from Spicy. But what could have been? Could have had that P1. I reckon.
I mean, I would agree with you, but honestly, my driver of the day is Prince. Just drove an absolutely solid race, killed it, even held off, Spicy there in that end, even though Spicy could have done a little bit more, but, P1, qualified P1, killed it in the race. He was untouchable today. Untouchable.
Yeah, this is true. I guess I agree with that summary. There's your winner for today, Prince in the Aston Martin. 2 podiums for Aston Martin boys today. Ferrari Pro and P3, good job from them once again. He's got fastest lap as well, so fastest lap, pole position, and the win, so good job from him. Spicy P2, Plebs in P4 with a great drive at the end there to take that back. But Kiwi P5, Jays in P6, Bags P7, Lane P8, Andre in the Williams P9, and Massagetta, the final of our runners, in P10. Then we've got Vision, who caused that late safety car in the Williams DNF. Banana Cake, Daniel also, and then our 3 pit and quitters, Ghost Rider Prezo and Venteni. I got it all done at the end there. As there you go. Crichton there posts his OnlyFans for people. That's for his that's for his
Trying to get
career.
350k, isn't he?
Well, once again, thanks for joining us here at Endurance. Thanks, Tent, for commentating with me once again. It's been a pleasure as per usual.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race at the end of the day. Nice late safety car, and yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, and then I believe next week we are in Australia.
Yep.
So we'll see you all then, same time, same place, Australia. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for thanks for the comments. Good comms. Thank you very much, Crichton. You're wonderful, and I'm sorry you did not win your 350,000. And on that note, we'll catch you.